My name is Yaqi. I'm the graduate student in interactive arts from the Department of Digital Art. And my topic of my research paper is talking about public art. And I'm focused on trying to explain the relationship between the public art and public space. As for the public art, we all have the vague definition, and maybe some people even have no idea what public art is. And actually, it occupies a quite important position in the development of urban planning. To me, for me, the public art is the bridge to connect the city and the residents. Since what I'm studying is related to interactive arts, I'm very interested in public art, and this is my presentation outline. First, I want to try to explain what is the public art. I choose my favorite installation is created by Jim Camper, and this artwork uses a lot of LED to stand on the Madison Square, and people can interact with it and to try to the effect is very powerful, and people feel excited about installation. Installation is a part of public art, and public art have a lot of form like sculpture, graffiti, and all the things happen in public space. And so in my research paper, I'm trying to explain how the public space influenced the public art. So I use a lot of simple vocabularies in my paper to define the public art, so that people can have a basic understanding of the form of the public art. And in order to make people to understand the relationship between space more deeply, I make a comparison with 5 works of public art from New York and Barcelona in order to make reader understand the public art, the role of the public art and public space influence the public art more profoundly. Why I choose those cities? Because undoubtedly New York is the most diverse city, with the richest art resource and art form. However, the Barcelona is a typical city who the public art is influenced by their history, and because this city have the very special public art and program about historical representativeness. It's unique art make it famous, make this city become famous. So in New York, I choose the famous artwork. It's located on Union Square, and this artwork presents the times. And the artist used 8 elements to to represent the time and make people have a deep understanding about what the time looks and something like that. I try to write a long description in my research paper, and these 2 artwork is from the New York subway, and talking about public art, and we need to try to find some artwork have a long history, and so I choose the most I choose these 2 artwork. The first artwork is to represent is to use the mosaic eyes. They created 300 eyes and to make people feel a little bit nervous and to try to make people to seek something and to find some discover in the subway. And the second one is to the second subway art is to present the second public art is located in World Trade Center, and this artwork is named Live Underground, and there have many cute Kubrick men in different style and different form, and some stand right behind the plane, and some belongs to the subway. It's like playing hide and seek to find them, and it's a process full of the surprise. From Barcelona, it's hard to find a lot of resource. I know the Barcelona public art because of a lot of video, and they are trying to discover the organize why the Barcelona have very famous artwork. So I find a lot of book, and it's all the Spanish. So I choose two artwork from the book I find in library. And the first one is public art named translatable visual poem. And this artist trying to use some easy, the simple letters to creative in the park, and in different angle they have different style, and so people can interact with it, and the artist designed this public art based on the location. And the second one is very famous, and I'm trying to do more research in my research paper, and it's still not finished. And to be honest, when I started work of the public art, I check many materials, and since each work of public art is represent a different form and have their own characteristic, and I'm quite troubled and confused to setting the work. It's hard to decide, but later I choose the work based on the public space influence the public art. So I choose. So I just give up the famous artwork, and however all highlights the importance of the space in the design of the public art. In the past of 1 month, I took advantage of the network resource and the book in library to try to find out people's opinions on public art, but it's not work very well, because many book is just express a work of public art with the descriptive words, and there are a few author opinions on the works, and I find some video as watch it, and I watch some public artist interview, and through which I got know more about public art. To put the research paper aside, I get to know more works of public art through the process of investigation, which increase a lot of understanding on public art and my own thoughts. I put a lot of my own thoughts on the work of public art. Thank you.
Okay, so I like that you talked about your process, and that you provided an outline for your talk, and also that you said at the beginning you're focusing on how public space influences public art. But at this point, at least in your presentation, and a little bit in your paper, it's still hard to see how you're dealing with that question. So I feel like you're giving a definition of public art and you're explaining these artworks, but you're not answering your initial question, which was, how is public space affected by the public art?
Yeah.
You do a little bit. When you're talking about like the metronome, I thought you were kind of getting at it, and a little bit with the subway art, but with the Barcelonan art, I don't think you're there yet. So what I want you to do in your paper is really go through and take out all the extraneous information that doesn't really help answer that question, and instead put all of your focus in answering that question, because that's what you're writing about. If you say you're writing about public art in general in New York and Barcelona, you'll be writing a book, but you're only writing a research paper, so you really need to kind of focus on how does this work affect this space. That's the only question you should be answering, okay? You can give a brief definition of public art and a definition and an explanation of why you chose New York and Barcelona, which I thought you did very well today. You really explained why you chose New York and Barcelona. That was very clear. But I think you need to spend more time talking about the effect of the art on the space, okay? But I think you have a lot of great information. You've clearly done a lot of reading. I think right now you're just maybe a little bit overwhelmed. Yeah, you have too much information. So go in there and start crossing out information that doesn't really answer your question.
Yeah, and trying to explain more about the relationship.
Exactly.
Not definition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, thank you, Yaqi. Okay.